Do you want to find out how I make this absolutely delicious peppered parsnip soup? Then stay tuned. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're in the world. Welcome back to another video. I did get a comment to say, why don't you show us how much of the ingredients you use instead of just dicing them and showing us. So here we go. I've got 3 white potatoes. I've got a large onion, 3 wonky carrots, including the chop dressed to impress there. I've got 5 parsnips, 2 sticks of celery. I've got bay leaves there. I've got vegetable stock. These are the North stock pots. I'm only going to be using 3 cloves of garlic. I've then got salt, pepper, and vegetable oil. I will also be adding 150 ml of water when I add the stock. So let me get this prepped. I will show you what it's like and we'll get cooking. Okay folks, so as you can see, I've got my potatoes, parsnips, onions, garlic, carrots and celery all prepped now. Let's get over to the pan and let's get cooking. Okay guys, so I've set up over on the hob. As you can see, I've already started to preheat my pan. So it's currently on induction hob number 7, which is medium high. We don't want it too high. I'm just going to add about 2 tablespoons worth of cooking oil, and then we're going to go in with the onions. Let's get that out of there. Let's wet these down for a little bit. And then I'm going to add the celery, the carrots, and the garlic and bay. Let's get that in there. Oh, sorry. Don't know where I was going with that. I think I was going to Timbuktu. Just going to give this a good mix up for about 3 or 4 minutes. And I will bring you back once that is done. So I will see you in a sec. Okay folks, so these have been sweating away for about 3.5 minutes. I'm now going to go in with a bit of salt. Just a little bit there. Don't forget we're going to be adding stock as well, so that'll be quite high in salt when you do it. Now at this stage I'm going to add the parsnips. So I'm just going to put all them parsnips in there, get that out of the way, get them out of the way so I don't have another disaster. I'm just going to give these just a mix up. I love the aroma of parsnips, so that's going to go well with all them different flavours. And then what I'm going to do is, at this stage, I'm going to add the stock. So I've got 1 North stock pot, just vegetable there. Just going to go in like so. Now I'm not going to go in with the carrots just yet. The reason for that is we're going to be adding a little bit more water, which is actually coming from the potatoes, and when we do that we're going to simmer it and leave it for about 35 minutes. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to bring this up to the boil before we add our potatoes. That'll take about 7 or 8 minutes, so I will see you when it comes up to the boil. Okay folks, so as you can see it's come up to the boil. That's took around 8 minutes. I like to do it this way. I like to keep it on medium high, low high, just for them to get to know each other, like a first date kind of thing. Let them gel, let the flavours develop as we go. Now I'm going to go in with the potatoes. Just going to give that a good mix up. Let's marry them together, all those flavours. I've got to say the aroma already is smelling fantastic. Those parsnips are really starting to kick in and come into their own. I have said before the reason why I use potatoes in soups. That's to give it a nice thick, shiny finish to it when I go to puree. I mean, you could just have it like this as a nice chunky soup. That's entirely up to you. Obviously at the moment I can't, I'm going for pureed, so I'm now going to add 300 mils of the potato starch water that the potatoes were sat in. Just going to add that in there. So there is now 700 mil of water in the pan, 300 mil of potato water, 400 mil with that stock cube. So that's going to be absolutely delicious. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the temperature up. So I'm going to go from 7 to 9. I'm just going to bring this up to a boil before putting the lid on. And once it comes up to a boil, we put the lid on. We're then going to let it do its thing for 30-35 minutes. And if you're worried about, well, you've put salt in but not the pepper yet, the pepper comes in at the end. This is a peppered parsnip after all, so let it do its thing. Don't get too eager with the pepper, because don't forget, white pepper is stronger than black pepper, and we don't need a lot of it. So I will bring you back once this started to boil. Okay folks, so it's come up to the boil, so all I'm going to do, I'm just going to give it one more stir just to lift things up off the bottom, just to rotate it a little bit. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little bit more salt to the mix. Just let that sit, and I'm going to drop my temperature. So on the induction hob, it's going to go from 9 down to 5. And all I'm going to do, I'm just going to pop the lid on, and I'm going to leave that do its thing for 30-35 minutes. Every 10 minutes or so I'll give it a little stir just to make sure nothing's catching on the bottom, and then once that's done, we'll come back, we'll blitz it, we'll add the pepper and do the review. So I will see you in a moment. Okay folks, so it's at 10 minutes. I'm just going to lift the lid and give it a quick stir. Just move that out of the way. Oh, the aroma. Oh, that smells fantastic. And we're not going to add any pepper just yet. I'm going to put the lid on. This probably only needs another 10 minutes, so 20 minutes at the most. The smaller your chunk, the more even you dice your vegetables, the easier and quicker it is. So I'll bring you back in 10 minutes when we're ready to puree it. See you in a sec. Okay folks, we are ready to blend up our soup. I've got the stick blender at the ready. Now if you've seen my other videos, you've seen I just started on low and then never actually really achieved the turbo boost. Now all I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take out The bay leaves, we no longer need them. Thank you for your service. And let's get in with a whizzy wazzy. Let's just go in there and start going. And there we have it. Doesn't take too long. Let me just unplug the doofer end, give that a little tap, just put that in the sink. And now we are going to go in with our white pepper. So it's the moment that brings the soup and the pepper together. So I've just got the white pepper there, and I'm going to go in with about 2 teaspoons worth. Like I said, white pepper is strong, so you don't need too much of that, and I can always adjust it when we get to the dinner table if needs be. Just give that a lovely mix up. And that, folks, is peppered parsnip soup. I think it looks great. Let's get to the dinner table and let's give it a review. So, folks, let's dish up. As always, let's go in for that soup in the bowl. It looks amazing, smells amazing. I'm pretty sure it's also going to taste amazing. This is my main meal. For those that have actually seen my community post lately, thank you all for commenting. This is my lunch and dinner. So yeah, let's get in, have a closer look, and let's give it a good review. Okay, folks, let's get in with the review. It's going to be short and sweet. I'm not feeling 100%. I'm just all over the place at the moment. But here we have the soup. As you can see there, is that going to fall? Let's give it a little help. There's the soup on the spoon. Nice, thick, and hopefully delicious. So, cheers, folks. Yeah. It's really tasty. Just needs a little bit of salt. So just a little tiny bit, not too much. To give that a little mix up, and let's go back in again. Nice big spoonful. Yeah, that's it. That is delicious. Parsnip's one of my favourites. Love it in soups. Love it as honey glazed on a dinner. Love it just roasted and used as chips as an alternative to potatoes. Really do enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy this, I tell you. yeah, I'm glad I made that big pan because, as I've said, this is going to be my dinner and tea. So, thank you all for joining me on another video, and I will catch you on the next one. Adios.